Hello people, good afternoon. It's the weekend and today we are discussing a topic which is sensitive to some people and it's not sensitive to some people. It depends on the angle you want to see it from and the position you are. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, if you are seeing my face for the first time, you are welcome. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you. Right, so without wasting much of our time, let us go right into the video. In today's video, we are discussing what firstborns go through, basically the struggles of a firstborn. And when I mean struggles, it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. So in what we're discussing, there's the good and there's the bad. And I just feel like I'm a firstborn child, for as long as I've been born. I have the position of the firstborn child in my family. I am the first out of 4 and we are all girls. So with that, I feel like I have a lot to do, right? I feel like I just have a lot to do. There's work for me to do, right? So I'm just going to be mixing the pros and the cons. It's not the same for everybody. For some people it is an advantage, for some people it is a disadvantage, so pick your struggle. Pick your own out of all this, right? So as I said earlier, I am the firstborn. I'm the first girl out of 4 children, 4 girls, right? So I don't know, I don't feel a particular way. I'm speaking from myself now, speaking for my family, I'm speaking for Blossom Adebomi. I don't feel a particular way about being a firstborn, maybe because of the type of family I'm from. There's no you are the firstborn, you should do this, you are the firstborn, you should do that. I know that for everybody it's different. There are some people that because they are the firstborns, they have like it's just they are just struggling because I don't even know how to explain it. But let me just go into the things I have to say, right? So for me particularly, I feel like for firstborns there's pressure. And when I say pressure, I'm not saying the pressure is from your family or from people within. The pressure can be from yourself, right? It can be from society. And for me, I don't have any pressure from my family. There's nobody telling me, Blossom, you are the firstborn, this is where you're supposed to be in life. There's nobody telling me, Blossom, you have not achieved this as the firstborn. There's nobody telling me that. At least for now. It can change later, but at least for now, nobody's telling me, Blossom, you are this, Blossom, you are that, you are that. I've not heard of it. So but me, I am under pressure, right? And I feel like my pressure is from myself and from the society. Let me explain. I feel like for me, I am under pressure because I have 3 sisters behind me. I have to be a very good example to them. Like if I'm not a good example to them, they can misbehave. Like if I'm not good, they have to pick the good things from me. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I have to try my possible best to be perfect, even though I cannot be perfect. At least to let them know that this is good, this is bad. You can learn this from me, you can take this from me. That's what I mean. So the pressure is from me. And I feel like because I'm a good girl, yes, I'm a good girl, my parents they just feel like I make right decisions. Let me just put it like that. My parents just feel like I make right decisions. So there's nobody pushing me here and there that Blossom, you are not doing this, you're supposed to have done this. It's not the case for me, actually. And I feel like there's pressure from the society because the society we are in now, Nigeria, as the firstborn at a particular age, you're supposed to have achieved some things. But I feel like the pressure is more for men than it is for ladies. Because you are ladies, people understand that you cannot be doing this at this particular age, you are fragile for some things. But for men, at a particular age, especially if you are the firstborn, you are supposed to be catering for your family. You are basically entering the father figure, like the father figure. You are basically entering the father figure at a particular age. Yeah, so we're the ones putting pressure on ourselves, especially me. I'm the one putting pressure on myself. Nobody's putting pressure on me, right? Yeah, so the first point, that's it, pressure. I don't know if it's a disadvantage or an advantage. Pick it. It can be a disadvantage, it can be an advantage, right? So My next point is that you are the experience your parents will learn from. Yes, and I say this on my full chest. And this can happen in various, see, right from the day you are born. You are the first child, especially if your mother has not had any experience with any child. Of course, you are the first child, she does not have any experience. So your mother does not have any experience taking care of a child, breastfeeding a child, what the child likes, when a child is fussy, what does the child want, when it, just those things. So you are the one that you are the one teaching your parents. Do you get? Your parents are learning from you. You are the experience they learn from. Because in my case, especially when I wanted to gain admission to university, see, I struggled, right? I struggled because I first tried JUPEB, that's A levels. It didn't work for me. So when my sister was about to enter my shoes, I just told my parents, please, she is not doing JUPEB. I did P-degree and I passed excellently well. Let her go and do P-degree. So in that way, my parents have been able to learn from me that, okay, any other child in this house is not going for A levels. Let the child just go for P-degree. You get? So you are the experience your parents learn from, right? So my third point is that I don't have freedom. And this freedom is in different ways. The first I don't have freedom is that when I started bringing friends home, who born me? Who born me? I know when I started bringing friends home. Meanwhile, my sister was already, not my sisters, the third born, she was already bringing friends for sleepover. And me, I've not yet brought any friend home. So I feel like as the firstborn, because they are trying to make you an example for your siblings, you don't get the freedom like your other siblings. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? In my case, I went to a boarding house. So which friend am I bringing over? Where is the time I'm bringing friends over? So I didn't have that time, to even bring friends over. When I not even had the time, I did not have the freedom. Like I was just like caged in my own way. Nobody was caging me, but I was caging myself. I did not have the chest. My sister had the chest, the third one, to be bringing friends home. And that's it. Yes, that's it. And freedom in the sense of your siblings. They will just barge into my room. They can flash me now, they were setting to go back. And you just don't have your freedom in any way. And I feel like this one is good in a way, and this one is bad in a way, because you have people around you. But I have my siblings around me. I mean, it's a thing of joy. I love it. I like it. But there are just sometimes when they are very annoying. Yes, they get very, very annoying. And I'm like, why? Right? So I think at this point, let me just know your position in your family. Let me know your views. If you are the firstborn, if you are the second, if you are the 10th born, let me know. How do you think all these things build you up at the end of the day, right? Hey, Hope, how do you think these things build you up at the end of the day? Yeah, so my other point is that being a firstborn, you are basically fitting into the mother or father role, and this depends on your gender. If you're a male, you're fitting into the father role. If you're a female, you're fitting into the mother role. Like me now, our last born, she's already calling me second mommy. Because mommy has told her, after me, this is the next person after you. So if she asks mommy for something and mommy does not give her, she's coming to me basically to say, I have asked my mommy did not give me, I am my second mommy, give it to me. Do I have choice? I actually don't have any choice, So I give it to her, I give it to them whenever I have it, because I cannot come and kill myself for somebody. No, I can't. Right? So I've spoken about the pressure we give ourselves. Some people, it's their parents that give them pressure, the pressure the society amounts on us. I've mentioned that you are the experience your parents will learn from, you are the experience they learn from. The third point, I mentioned that you don't have freedom. You do not have freedom like your other siblings. You just don't have the freedom. The fourth point I made was the fact that you are basically fitting into the mother or the father figure, which depends on your gender generally. And so my last point about being the firstborn child, male or female, is that you get to have a sense of responsibility. And I'm saying this because, especially if you are not an only child, right? So if you are a last born, if you're a firstborn child, there's just a sense of responsibility that comes to you, because you are looking at your siblings, you're like, I can't misbehave. I'm speaking for myself. You're looking at your siblings and you're like, I can't misbehave. There's some decisions you want to take, but when you look at your siblings, you're like, if I take this thing, will it be right? What will my siblings think about me? And this is basically how I think. There's some decisions that when I want to take, I have to think about my sisters, I have to think about the one behind me, I have to think about the one after her, then I have to think about the last one, right? So I mean, myself, I would not want to disappoint myself, I would not want to disappoint my parents, I would not want to disappoint my siblings. So I try my best to make good decisions. I try my best to be the example they can learn from. And sense of responsibility can come in different forms. It can come in the moral aspect, it can come financially, especially because they can call you anytime and say, borrow me money, send me money. When I get my allowance, when I get this one, I will give it to you. I just try my best to make good decisions for everybody, right? So like I said, if you're a firstborn like me, if you belong to the gang like me, please comment down below what you feel I was supposed to have added in this video that I did not add, what you feel I'm supposed to talk about that I didn't talk about. Let me know in the comment section. And any position you are in the family, it doesn't exclude you. I know that everybody has, like, if you are the second born, I'll be thinking the first born is doing better, I have to do better. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Everybody has their own things they have to do based on the position of the family, right? So if you're a second child, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, or the 17th child, comment down below what you feel about your position, how your position is molding you, what you've done to make yourself grow in the position you are. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly subscribe, give this video a massive thumbs up, and comment down below. I'm going to see you guys in my next one. Bye.